Hello everybody, I'm SnipingIsFun, and my next video I'm going to be doing today, it's going to be a review on this game right here, Tetris Party Deluxe for the Nintendo Wii. Now, the original Tetris Party, the first one, was released I think about a year and a half to 2 years ago on the WiiWare for the Wii. I never played it though. I was going to think about downloading it one time or another, but then I saw that this game was going to come out, and I think I might eventually just buy this eventually, and I rented it a couple of days ago. And you know, it's fun. You know, it's Tetris. Tetris has always been a pretty fun series for a puzzle game series. And it's pretty much the same as Tetris has always been, with a few improvements and a few additions. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, because there's nothing wrong with the Tetris gameplay. Start with the gameplay. It's Tetris. You drop blocks down, you clear out rows, you get as much points as you can. And on top of that, there's certain different modes in there. You can do like the marathon, where you have to pull the piece down and make it through the maze. There's bomb mode, where you use the bombs to blow up and try to destroy all the pieces. You can fight a computer. You can do all these other different types of things. And then they also have a Wii balance board mode, where you actually where you can use the balance board and actually move the pieces around that way. It's big pieces, it's smaller board. It's not like a normal game of Tetris. And I tried that out yesterday, and it was okay. I'm just not used to using the board for Tetris. It's better to use like a Wii remote and just use turning everything, or just normal controller. Like I said, this normal controller works well for Tetris. The board, it looks like it's a decent addition if you like using the Wii balance board and you want it for a game, and you might find some fun out of it. But I didn't. I think it's just a useless addition to the game actually. And then there's an online mode as well, where you can face people off from all around the world, and I tried it out. It was pretty fun. Got my butt kicked a lot of times because all these people were better than me, but it was still fun. The graphics, the presentation of the game, it's like basically what you see on Tetris Party, and that's basically, it's just like an updated version of what you would have seen in older Tetris games. Just an updated version, just the style of the blocks. And I can't really go much in the graphics presentation because Tetris has never looked much different, except for the fact that it's designed differently for a different console, and the design of it is basically just updated from previous games. That's basically all it is, and it's just that's all I can say. I can't really say much for the graphics presentation, although it has a very interesting style to it for Tetris. It's kind of like Tetris World for the GameCube and PS2. It's kind of like that, but I think better actually in a way. And it has that colorful design that you would see normally in a Tetris game, especially for the following blocks and whatnot. The sound basically includes, I think, most music you would have heard from previous Tetris games, from the older Tetris games. I know the main Tetris theme is in there, and I'm sure they include our music too as well. And the music is really interesting actually. It's good music. It's basically what you would have heard from previous Tetris games. So if you played previous Tetris games and you liked their music, this is pretty much the exact same type of music, so you'd like this anyways. And like I said, it's interesting stuff. And multiplayer, I only played multiplayer online, and like I said, it's pretty interesting. You could use, it's like normal games of Tetris, although I'm sure there might be a way to change it, I don't know. And if you play with items, you can play with up to 5 other people. If you play without items, you can play one-on-one with another person. I didn't play split-screen multiplayer, but if it's anything like online, it's pretty interesting actually for a Tetris game. It's fun online. It's fun multiplayer, pretty much. So basically, in the end, I just have to say it's Tetris. It's this. If you like previous Tetris games, you'll like this. If you want, and if you want to try out the Tetris series, it's a good game to go into. It's basically, if you never got into the games in the past, it's like there's not really much of a difference. So there's no big deal if you just get into the series with this game. There's tons of things to do. You can do different types of game modes. You can play online. You can use the balance board and everything. Basically, that's it. And you can go look at your scores after, and like online scores as well. it's decent online. It has some fun things, and you get to, and when you start up a profile in the game, you have a Mii. You can pick one of your Mii's for it. So when you play online, you get to see other characters' Mii's in the top of their screen, top of their Tetris board as they play. And that's pretty interesting. It's not the best online I've played on the Wii, but it's decent online, like I said. And the multiplayer is pretty good. It has some good music, especially for people who like Tetris music, and it has an interesting design to it. So in the end, I give the gameplay a 9 out of 10, the graphics, the presentation of the game, an 8 out of 10, the sound of the game, a 9 out of 10, and the multiplayer of the game, an 8 out of 10. So in the end, I give Tetris Party Deluxe on the Nintendo Wii an 8.5 out of 10, and I recommend it to anyone out there who's a Tetris fan and likes playing Tetris games, or even if you're just a fan of puzzle games. If you ever really played Tetris and you like puzzle games, Tetris is pretty much one of the best puzzle games out there, so you'd probably enjoy it. And if you're not really interested in puzzle games at all, I wouldn't recommend this game to you, but if you would like to try it out, it's up to you. That's all I can say. I hope you guys like this review. See you guys later. Peace.